What's up, everybody? This is Proto, and welcome to another episode of Like or Dislike, where I take a look at AAA, indie, and VR games. I play through the game, give you a quick synapse of the game. I do a pros and cons at the end if you're thinking about getting the game, and just give my overall thoughts about it. So if you guys enjoy the videos, definitely hit that like button. If you want to check out some other games I review, you can take a look at this pinned comment here and take a look at the games on the playlist. But today, we are checking out Armored Core 6. Now, this is a high-speed mecha combat game that will test your skills and reaction times, and that is no lie. Now, this game, and I have to be upfront with you because I love playing mecha games, but this one is for a particular style of people that love mecha games. It's not meant for everybody because you can't just create one type of mech and a particular loadout and then you can get to the whole game with it. You will have to change your mech, your loadout, sometimes both, based on the mission that you're doing and who you're fighting for. So like I said, if you think you can just get through this whole story using one type of suit, one type of weapon, you're going to be in for a sad sight. You may not even complete the game. So, story-wise, everything is happening on a planet called Rubicon, where corporations are trying to gather a rare resource called coral. Now, you play as a freelance mercenary working with a handler working to get to the coral, but there's way more going on story-wise, but I don't really want to spoil it. I wasn't expecting what happened with the story, but I'm definitely not complaining, but I don't want to spoil it because it definitely had me drawn in and wanting to know what was going to happen next. Now, you'll be able to buy new mecha parts and weapons from the shop. You can earn some by defeating certain opponents, and you can actually discover some hidden ones around the planet. So depending on how attention you are, you may find some hidden parts that definitely come in handy. Now, you'll also earn what they call OS chips to upgrade your mech stats like damage output, repair effects, different abilities, and so forth by completing arena challenges. Now, the arena challenges are basically you've got the top list from rank F to rank S, and as you take them down, you earn more chips and you get your title up, earn more money. They're definitely challenging and fun, and I love it. I personally like them because I would test different loadouts to see what works best for me, and they were just overall fun and a good change of pace when I just wanted to take a break from the storyline real quick or the multiplayer and run those. Now, I highly recommend you do not bypass them because they make a big difference with those OS chips. And the great part is with a little bit of cash, you can reset those OS chips. So if you need to change them to a certain output for a certain type of weapon, you can reset it and put those chips again. So if you play through, don't skip the arena, grind through it, trust me, it is worth it towards the end. Now, as you upgrade your mech, your weight and energy output will be your two main concerns as far as what kind of weapons, the body type, and the speed you want to go with. So expect to be spending a lot of time in here. Like for instance, if you want to be a mech that moves super fast, you're going to be lighter. So you can only carry so many weapons. Your weapons can only be so heavy. Then you got to make sure you got enough power to supply these weapons. If you're going to run with the heaviest mech, you got to make sure you have enough power to support all these weapons you want to use, because some weapons draw more power than others. So that's why I said you will be spending some time in the assembly part, seeing which parts work best if you need to increase your power output, change out weapons, increase your loads. So like I said, you will be spending some time in this part. Now, mission wise, you have a variety of missions, from the standard attack missions where you got to destroy everybody to escort missions, hacking, and a few more that I was not expecting you to have to do. Now, you'll be able to choose some missions, but with these missions you choose, each decision that you make will lead you down towards a particular ending in this game. So if you want to get all the endings, you've got a reason to go back to play through them, and I thought that was pretty nice. Now, this is a big part of the game. This is a part that's probably gonna make a lot of people mad, make a lot of people rage for it. But you're gonna have boss fights in this. Every chapter concludes with a boss fight, and they are not easy. They are extremely hard, and you are going to die a lot because you're going to have to learn each boss's moves, their abilities. You have to learn their patterns, and then on the same note, you're going to have to find out what weapons work what weapons work best against them, which loadout works best against them, which type of suit. Should you go with a heavier suit to take damage, or should you run with a fast suit? You're going to be worrying about all that while you're doing these boss fights. But keep in mind, you may get upset with these boss fights. You may have to put the controller down. You may have to put the game down and come back some. But in my opinion, they was probably the most challenging parts of the entire game. But they are not easy. Now, it took me roughly 30 hours to complete the storyline, which was really good in my opinion. The multiplayer was good as well, as you can create and join lobbies, and you will be spectating the fights until it's your turn to go. And it's nice seeing that you can see how everybody else is doing their loadouts, how everybody plays, and then you get in. They weren't bad. I played around with it for a little bit, but I mainly was hooked on the storyline and wanted to see how it progressed. Now, graphic wise, I was playing on a high-end PC, so I had everything cranked up, and I honestly didn't see too many glitches or bugs or frame rate drops in the game. It pretty much ran pretty smooth. The audio was good, visuals were good, explosions, regardless if I was blowing up or not, looked nice, it looked good. So can't complain there too. Can't really complain there. The music was very good. The music with the boss fights was good, and the voice acting for each of the characters was done well. So I think they did a good job on that. So that being said, let's take a look at the pros versus the cons. And starting off with the pros, the first thing we're going to talk about, the game is challenging. Like I said before, you can't use the same type of loadout and everything. So you're going to have to change it up. And I love that. I can't just run every mission using the same weapons. I have to change them out. And then with the variety of weapons, you want to take some out on missions just to see how they perform better. Sometimes you want to change it up and run with a shotgun. Sometimes you want to run with a sniper rifle. Sometimes you want to run with missile pods and see how well they hit. And I like that. Which leads into the second pro, which is the customization. So with every chapter you complete, you get more weapons, more parts, more stuff. And I really had a good time with that, just trying out different loadouts, whether I'm doing it in the arena or doing it in the missions, which I thought came in very handy. And that leads into the last pro, which are checkpoints. So throughout some of the missions, you have certain checkpoints. And what I loved about the checkpoints was if you got taken down, you can restart at the checkpoint and you will start off completely restored. You have all your repair kits. But if you want to change your loadout before you restart the checkpoint, you have that ability. So if you go against somebody and you realize you need to be a little bit more tankier, you can switch out your whole suit, restart the checkpoint. That way you don't have to go through the whole game. So I thought that was really good for them to do. So with the pros done, let's take a look at the cons. First cons we're going to look at, and you can imagine what it's going to be, the boss fights. Like I said, that's probably going to be the part that's going to make a lot of people rage quit, get upset, put the game down, may not even complete the game. Boss fights are not easy. They are difficult, and you're going to have to deal with it. If you want to get through the story, you're going to have to get good. I don't know what other way to say it. Now, the next con we're going to look at, and this is more of a pet peeve con, but there is no map. So throughout the game, you get basically points, and you get to the points. If enemies are attacking you, your radar automatically lock on them. But if you're surrounded, you don't really know where they are unless they're shooting at you or you see bullets fly by you. So there's no map, so you don't know how many is around you. But that makes you be alert to your surroundings. But I can see some people getting upset because there's no map. And the last comment we're gonna look at, like I said in the beginning of this video, this game is not for everybody. I understand if you love mecha games like I do, but I cannot recommend this if you are just a general mecha person. If you are a mecha person that loves to customize it, if you're a person that likes mecha games that is extremely challenging, then I can recommend this game. If you just want a mecha game that you can just play through and enjoy, have fun, you're not really rage quitting, I can't recommend Armored Core 6 for you. Honestly, no. Because you may not complete the game. But that's just the pros and cons of it. Overall, I really enjoyed the game. It felt great to play an Armored Core game. I haven't played an Armored Core game in a long time. And even though I know there's some major differences between this one and the previous Armored Cores, I still had a great time playing it. So if you're an Armored Core fan or you think about picking it up, keep that in mind. This is not for everybody. If you want a good challenge, definitely pick it up. But if you don't want a challenge, if you want to just play through a game using the same student loadout, I can't recommend it because you won't get through it. But that's gonna be it for me. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments below, what you guys think about the video, what you guys think about the game, if you think about getting it, if you're not gonna get it. Catch me on my social medias. You can catch me on X now. I still call it Twitter. I think everybody still really calls it Twitter now. Hit me up on there if you want to reach out to me. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in another video. Later.